What's up, pretty gang? It's your favorite nail tech Peaches, back with another video, and today we're doing a transformation. Miss Mamas came in with this, okay? Of course I had to remove that, and if you want to see the final results, you're gonna have to watch all the way to the end because it is worth it, okay? I removed it, I gave her something better than ever, and she's out walking around the streets probably getting her toes sucked on, okay? So first things first, check the links in the description. My Amazon storefront is there. Follow me on social media. If you're near the Sacramento, California area, book an appointment with me, and of course subscribe and turn the notifications on. So just letting you guys know, today is Monday, July 31st, which means tomorrow's August, which means in 20 days I will be at Nail Pro Sacramento giving an advanced education on natural overlays. I do have a couple videos on natural overlays coming up for you guys, but if you want to see me in person, give a little workshop, you know, face to face, go ahead, go to nailpro.com and sign up for that. All right. So once again, let me remind you what she came in with. She has acrylic on her big toes only, okay? So this is the first foot, and this is what was underneath after I removed it. It's completely normal. There's nothing going on under there. So we're going to go ahead and just start as normal. I'm using Young Nails liquid. I am using Young Nails Core White for the white. My brush size is a size 20. And I'm using Young Nails Protein Bond for the primer. Now, excuse the angles in this video this time around. When I did this, I did not remember that I specifically did this, like recorded this for Instagram, because I'm really trying to show like my actual like not in-person work, what do you call it, like real-time application and stuff. I want to show that more on Instagram. So the angles are kind of odd because basically I just twisted this from, you know, vertical to horizontal as I'm doing this, because again, I did not remember this for Instagram. So just apologize in advance for the things you cannot see. But as you can see with this particular time around, we are focusing only on the big toes, and I specifically did like a one bead method because number one, her toenails, like they're not big, but they're also not small. So in my head, I knew we were going to do a natural length, and typically if I know I'm going to do a natural length, I will go in at first with one bead, okay? Now, if you have a really good sense of liquid to powder ratios and you kind of understand how much liquid do you need for how much powder, I definitely suggest this and recommend this. I feel like if you need a little bit practice on that, like then there's no problem with going ahead and like sculpting out the tip part first and then just going in with the second bead or two more beads to do the cuticle area, okay? So basically either way you slice it, you can see that that one bead was enough for this toenail, and it's not too thick, not too thin. Now it is a little bit see-through-ish in an area, and I'm gonna go in with like one extra bead, you can see in that area, just for that only, not for like anything else besides like, hey, let me go ahead and make sure it's not like translucent looking, because that's not what we want. But keep in mind that the Young Nails Core White is kind of like what I use for like milky white. It's definitely not Coke White, which is why I like it. I like the formula and all that stuff. So this video is going to be pretty quick, just basically for you guys to watch me do this. Now the next toe is what we're doing the transformation on, and honestly it's a lot easier than what you think. So basically I'm showing you guys this to show that even though stuff looks tricky, a lot of times it's can be not as bad as what you think. So this is pretty much the result of that one. I believe this is shaped and all that good stuff, and we're ready for the next part. So the other toe, I don't have the beginning part of like what the toenail looked like, but this is what was up underneath that. All right, I can't remember what she said happened, or she might not have came in with anything on there at all, but either way it goes, I think she dropped something or she tripped or whatever. There ain't no fungus present. If I hear one more person in the comments talking about some, you know, they're gonna pray for me that me and my clients don't get infected, y'all. I don't know what I will do, because these people clearly have no form of brain cells. I don't know what's going on there. So just for those of y'all who are scared or whatever, just know you can't catch nothing that someone don't have. All right. So because this is pretty much like, yes, she does have like half a toenail and it is like slanted. The thing about it is, because we're doing natural length, I don't really have to do a full-on reconstruction per se. Like, yes, the person should book a reconstruction, but as far as like my personal talents, this is not going to be like extremely difficult. So basically, the more difficult the reconstruction, the more that I charge, basically, and the more toes that need it, obviously, the more that I charge or whatever. So that's pretty much how I do things. But yeah, so pretty much I went in with one bead. Now you can see I'm kind of playing catch up a little bit because I done messed up the first bead that I put down. It kind of was a little bit, I don't want to say a little bit more liquidy than I thought, but because there's not much nail in the beginning, like to begin with, it got a little bit sloppy. So basically I am rearranging the acrylic because it's still pliable, and I'm just like, what do you call that? I don't want to say rearranging, that's not the right word. I am what's that called? Repurposing, whatever. Okay, whatever you want to call it. So I'm basically moving it around from area to area until I get the desired shape. You guys can see I'm going underneath. You see all that? That got to be fixed up, because if you don't fix that up, it's not going to grow out very nicely at all. You want to make sure you got a nice, clean, overall look, and just make sure everything is nice and together. Now, some stuff you can go ahead and fix with filing and shaping, but things like this, when it's a little out of whack and the underneath is a little messed up, you kind of want to take care of that now if you can, before you go in and do filing and shaping. But overall, you guys can see, even if you kind of mess up, you can still catch up. All right, now that dark patch, it ain't nothing I can do about that. If your clients ask you, hey, will this show through to the color, you better tell them doggone yes it will. Because the thing about it is, any darkness, clients assume that like acrylic can cover it up, but no, the only way it can get covered up is if the color is darker than the dark that's already there, you know what I'm saying? Otherwise, a little bit will always peek through. And another thing, if a client asks you, hey, I know I have pieces of toenail missing, can I do French tip? You know what you tell them? Hey baby, absolutely you can do that French tip. Just know you're gonna see like exactly where you don't have no toenail. Okay, so just to let y'all know that, because those were questions that I did get asked this week. So just make sure everything is nice and tucked into the cuticle area, because if not, that's going to be a dead giveaway that they got acrylic toes. And you can see already how much nicer this looks than the acrylic she came in with. I don't know if she went to a shop or a person, but you can definitely tell that acrylic, it was too thick, it was a little bit too bulky, and it kind of just wasn't getting the job done. So she had to come to Peaches to help her improve her foot game so she can continue to get sucked on in each way she pleases. You know what I'm saying? So this is pretty much the final result of that. I pretty much gave up on on shaping, and I was like, I'll do it during filing. And yeah, I'm about to show you guys the final result of both feet. I have a lot more foot videos coming here. I mean, acrylic toe videos. I don't want to make this sound like it's no OnlyFans, but this is the result of that foot. And in a second, I'm going to show you the overall result of, sorry for the bad angles. Like I said, this was meant for Instagram, but I was like, let's give it to YouTube. Who cares? Like, we're just going to put it on there. So this is the final result. And of course, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.